Welcome to True Crime Stephen, where we uncover the hidden tales of betrayal, rage, and unimaginable revenge. Today, we'll explore a haunting case from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. A story that takes us through the lives of two individuals whose choices and emotions lead to a heartbreaking and brutal end. Our story begins with Fatima, a young woman raised in Riyadh under strict cultural and religious customs. From an early age, Fatima was taught the importance of family honor, traditional values, and adherence to Islamic principles. In this society, loyalty to family and upholding one's purity are considered paramount. But like many young women in her community, Fatima had little exposure to the world outside her family. Her family arranged for her to marry Omar, a well-respected manager in Saudi Arabia's oil industry, and they wed in 2015. In the beginning, their marriage appeared happy. Omar, successful and driven, worked tirelessly to secure a prosperous future. But over time, Fatima's life began to feel empty. Omar was away on business trips, consumed by his career, and without children to fill the void, Fatima's feelings of isolation deepened. As the years went on, the distance between them grew, unnoticed by Omar, but painfully real to Fatima. Loneliness has a way of finding companionship. In 2018, Fatima met Saleem, a kind-hearted neighbor who offered her the understanding and sympathy she so desperately missed. Their friendship brought comfort and gradually developed into something more. Though forbidden and deeply risky, the connection was too strong to resist. Their encounters were brief, but they gave Fatima a reprieve from the coldness she felt at home. Secret meetings followed, each one a dangerous step toward the edge. However, one evening, a neighbor saw Fatima entering Saleem's home. In a society bound by conservative customs, even an innocent meeting would arouse suspicion. And so, the neighbor informed Omar. But Omar did not react with an outburst of anger. Instead, he stayed calm and devised a meticulous plan to gather evidence and ensure that his wife's betrayal was real. Omar installed cameras around his home in secret, carefully watching every move. Days passed and then weeks as he waited for proof. Finally, one day, his worst fears were confirmed. He caught Fatima and Saleem together. In a controlled fury, Omar confronted Fatima, demanding to know why she had betrayed him. But his anger was far from over. Instead of merely punishing her with words, Omar had something far more sinister in mind. Under threat, Fatima was forced to call Saleem and lure him to a deserted area outside the city. Her voice shook, but Saleem, unaware of the danger, agreed to meet her. In his mind, this was just another chance to be close to her. But what awaited Saleem was a nightmare. In the dark, remote area, Omar confronted Saleem. He forced Fatima to take a gun, and with no choice, she obeyed, injuring Saleem. But Omar's rage was not sated. He then demanded something unimaginable, an act so brutal that it would leave a permanent scar on all involved. Under Omar's relentless threats, Fatima, against her will, committed an unspeakable act, cutting off Saleem's penis, before ultimately being forced to end his life. In the aftermath of this horrific event, Fatima went straight to the police. Overcome with guilt, fear, and remorse, she reported everything. The police quickly launched a manhunt for Omar, who had packed his belongings and was attempting to flee the country. Before he could board his flight, Omar was apprehended at the airport, and the full details of the brutal crime soon came to light. In December 2018, both Omar and Fatima faced trial. Under Saudi Arabian law, murder and adultery carry some of the harshest punishments. Omar received a death sentence for his calculated and violent actions, while Fatima was convicted of adultery, a serious offense under Sharia law. She received a sentence of 2 years in prison and 100 lashes. Their actions were seen as a grave violation of the country's moral and religious standards, setting an example of how the justice system responds to crimes of passion and betrayal. The story of Omar, Fatima, and Saleem is a reminder of the depths to which human emotions can plunge, leading to irreversible consequences. In a society where tradition and honor reign supreme, this case shattered countless lives and left a painful reminder of what can happen when rage, betrayal, and despair collide. What are your thoughts on the punishments Omar and Fatima received? Was justice served, or was it too harsh? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe, stay vigilant, and join us next time for another chilling true crime story.